we get another darn good episode of Attack on Titan, episode 3. Now, the setup of this was something else. By the way, especially towards the end, where you see the classic Attack on Titan OST music piping in, that got me hyped. So, right off the get go, we get some huge bits of information. So, we go over to Connie's village, southwest, and we come to find out two things. Well, a number of important things. Number one, that Titan, whoever it was, obviously a family member. I think it. Okay, I'm going to go back in a bit because we get some of his colleagues show up, and they kind of found out something strange, and so did I. It's like nothing but 3 houses were obliterated by Titans. Apparently, we see the Titan stuck in the house, and the 3 other houses were pretty much destroyed. The rest of the village was fine, but deserted. So the colleagues of Connie kind of said, "Oh, it's possible that your family and a lot of others escaped," and that could be the case. But then we do get some information like it's very interesting because something's going on. Because if they try to escape, even via horses, you would think they wouldn't stand a chance of escaping because they would have been slaughtered right there and then. We've seen that before. So it's like, what's going on here? It's like, did they escape, or did something else happen? Or could it be the entire family turn into Titans, or the village, for that matter? That's a possibility, because right now, the fact that only 3 houses were obliterated, I don't know, and the fact there was a trace of blood. So yeah, I don't know. As Connie is leaving, the Titan's actually speaking to him. Now that actually confirms that whoever's in that household was a family member. It looks like it's the mother, because Connie said it sounded like my mother was speaking to me, because the Titan said "Welcome home," and that's kind of fucked up in a way. So then we shift over to I guess Yamir and Christa, and they're having a very intense discussion about why Yamir actually decided to join the Scouts alongside Christa. Christa has her reasons. Probably has something to do with her family. That's what she brought. But Yamir, we don't really know why she joined. It may have something to do with protecting Christa for whatever reason. Looks like they're going to be some primetime players from what we learned in this episode anyway. So, and Christa's like, listen, I had to join the Scouts, but you didn't. You kind of talked me into it, but then so why did you join? And it's like, she gives a back-assed answer, because she said, "Oh, I didn't do this for you. I didn't do this for your family. I did it because I chose to." And it's obvious she's lying, but Krista's acts relieved. So I don't know what's going on there. We shift over to one area after another, and it's like we see Captain Rico, and she's putting the work against the Titan. Now the fact that it's only the one Titan and not a handful of them, we see the group with Connie and the other group led by Captain Rico. They intersect with one another because they take different routes, but they kind of cross one another, and it's like, what's going on here? But then when the moonlight hits and things get people can see it clearly, we get to see castle ruins, and that's pretty much where the first part of the episode kind of ends. We do get a bit with Eren and Mikasa alongside Levi, Armin, and Hanji, and we get some bits of information, but not a lot, because it looks like they're going to launch an attack, and apparently they're going to try to block the walls because of Eren using Titan form. They're going to try and use him to gain the advantage to block the wall again, so they can stop the invasion for the Titans happening any further. So that's going to be the plan. By the end, they're pretty much on the move. Armin was going to say something, but Hanji stopped him. So it's like, because Hanji kind of like says the fragment of the Titan's skin that was on the female Titan was pretty much taken, but then the same material was made out of the wall with the crawler with Titans inside. So that makes sense in that regard of why Titans are in the wall and how so many can bust through there without any cracks. So that makes sense in that regard. And we see Levi, and he's kind of he's seeing the priest along, and the priest sees all the victims that were affected by the Titans that are still alive. But Levi doing it is, he throws a twist in his own way. It's like, listen, that's the cost of you keeping your mouth shut, and it's going to get worse. These people are going to die. they're going to be swallowed whole by the Titans. Levi did it in his own way, because you're not telling us what you know. And whatever this secret is about the wall, what's so important, it has to be monumentally important. It has to be, because what could be more important than the safety of the survival of humanity? And it's like Haji gets pissed off, and I'm starting to like, what? Why are we going all out for this dick? It was obviously not telling a thing. He's obviously got something to say, but he can't, for whatever reason, he won't say it. But he does say that there is somebody that's in the cadet corps with some valuable information. Now, at first, when I heard that, I thought the first thing that came to mind was Annie, because that made sense. And they come to the conclusion as it's Christa, because it's somebody small, and Alma says relatively cute, and which makes even more sense now. But it doesn't make sense because we don't know why. Why would she know so much about that wall? But it seems to me that Yamir is the one that knows something, and that's why she's with Christa right now. Because that to me makes more sense than anything else. So she must have some connection with the Titans. It's not the first. In fact, the look we get from Yamir when she's being questioned, it kind of reminds me of the look that Annie gave before she broke out laughing. We've seen that before, so hopefully we'll learn what that's about. And just when you think things could get from bad to worse, they were thinking they would be safe at night with reach the castle ruins, because the Titans usually don't attack at night. But boy, were they wrong, because we see the Titans in mass in night in full moonlight coming for the attack. So it looks like the Titans are widening up, and it may have something to do with the Beast Titan, because it's not too long after that we see the Beast Titan climbing up the fortress wall, I believe. So I don't know if he's going to make a move or not, but it's like things are going to get from bad to worse. Now, I love Levi's speeches, because he says, I'm leaving it to you guys, because obviously he can't do much with one arm, but it's like Erwin decided to put you three together, which is a smart move. So it's like, listen, you, Armin and Hanji, use your collective knowledge to formulate a plan. Hanji's there as well, so I'm sure we're going to get some master plan. Like Mika said, I don't know why Aaron's so important to you, but if you're going to protect him, make sure you do it to the utmost of your abilities. Mika says, like, damn straight, I've got that on lockdown. And then we got Aaron, and Levi probably gives the best speech out to anybody, because he's like, listen, we need you to go into Titan form. And actually, when Haji's like, listen, I know it's a tall order for you to go in Titan form to try and help us with the wall and all that again, but Levi's, no, fuck that. It's like, you need to do this. You've got to make this work. So he's kind of like putting the pressure on him, but it's like he's reinforcing the fact that Aaron's got to get this done. And Aaron's like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And it's like, don't let your emotions get the better of you. Don't let yourself get in a rage like you did last time. We get the preview, and it looks like it could end badly for those guys led by Captain Rico. We'll have to wait and see. All in all, like I said, great setup. Can't wait to see what happens next. Attack on Titan Season 2 looks like it's going to be something else. It looks like it could be better. Like I said, I'm saying this episode after episode, but it looks like, despite whatever anybody says about the content, it looks like it could be better than Season 1. So that's all that matters to me. So that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Catch you guys later. Bye.